I'm in a different place today. It's a little weird, a little more exposed out here, but I just want to make this video for two people that I'm working with that are so important to me, and I'm so proud of you guys. And I want to anchor in some information that was clear to you today, and then you'll have this video you can go back to. Okay, so all the time, there are two realities happening. There's the ego reality on the physical plane, where the clashes happen, where your ego and other people's egos are making themselves heroes and victims, often of the same person, telling story, and often taking one story that is skewed and the reality isn't there. So like the situation that happened where there was pounding and yelling on windows and doors, but the person doing that had the story of, I just went to take this person out to breakfast. And by now the story has in that person's mind, who did the behavior of the pounding and yelling, believes and has told themselves and has told others the story of, I just went to take her to breakfast. I just went to do this. Where the person's ego has actually manipulated reality and believes this story that that the ego has turned it into, making them a hero. I just went to take her out to breakfast, and a victim. You know, this is what ended up happening. Poor me. So there's always the ego reality, that clashing, and that I'm a hero and a victim, sometimes of the same person. Story. But there's also the soul reality happening, always at the same exact time. And when you live a spirit-directed life, when you put your spirit in charge of your life and of your behaviors, you're able to see, you take into account when your ego says whatever it says. It gives you the information. Okay? The ego gives you information of how you were a victim, or why you were sad, or this person made you sad. Remember they did this, remember they did this, remember they did this, remember they did this. Okay, that person did this to you. Remember, this person did it. Well, that wasn't the person, that was their brother, or that was their sister, or that was their family. The ego still gives the information to your spirit. And your spirit can say, okay, all right, I hear all the information. I hear what you're saying. And then your spirit can make a more powerful, empowered choice. So your spirit will direct you through your feelings. So you can feel your way forward in a spirit-directed life. But the key, this is what I really want to anchor in for you guys. The key is to understand that all the people's souls are on your side, and it's only one ego usually that's on the other side. Only one or two egos, but everybody's soul is on your side. Your own ego is on your side. My ego is on your side, okay? And my soul is on your side. So there's more beings, more things, people, things on your side than are against you. The reason that you guys have both gotten so far, like so far in your spiritual growth, is because you have naturally smaller egos. Don't take that for granted, because the people with big egos, they are suffering, but you don't need to react to their suffering, because then you just suffer along with them. Because when you're in reaction, the peaceful warrior acts, the fool reacts. And if you're in a fool reactive mode, you're going to suffer, and they're suffering anyway because they are in ego reactive mode. So don't take for granted your very small ego. Appreciate it. Be grateful. Be grateful that you have a small ego. Be grateful that your ego is more in its place. But the only way to deal with anyone else. The only way is loving and forgiving. All the best stuff, all the highest best, everything. Done in love, with love. In love, with love. Everything. The reason that you're where you guys are, I'm going to hide the license plate. I don't know. These people want to be in videos, but in love, with love, okay? So the reason that you are as far as you are, I'm working with you and you're listening to me, but there are people who don't listen to me. There are people who can't listen to me, okay? You guys are listening to me. You guys forgive. And you're grounding into the love that you have. So even when you're the two of you are being mistreated, my ego reality would say it's a shame, it's not right the way these two are treated, and then the ego stories come out of the woodwork. These people who are doing this to you guys should this or shouldn't do that or should do that, and it's not fair and it's awful, blah blah blah, it's terrible, terrible, terrible. So my ego would be able to tell me a million stories about how everything you guys are suffering, it's not fair. But my soul is like, let's see what these two can do. And you guys are blowing me away. You guys are practicing love. And when you get in that grounded, ground into that love, okay? Ground into that love. And the way the situation is now, it's not going to be like this forever. What can I enjoy about this moment? What can I enjoy about where I am? And it sounds crazy, but there's people who are yelling at you and treating you unfairly that will be gone, most likely, from the earth before you do. So while you're in their presence, love them, forgive them. Love them, forgive them. And keep asking, how can I enjoy this more? Okay? There are people. Oh, so what's today? Today's February. No, today's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day 2019. Valentine's Day 2019. There are people looking at the world and what's happening, saying, and they think it's all bad. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, it's so crazy what's happening. So I live in Connecticut. And a lot of the people in this state, it's a solid blue state, and they didn't get who they wanted. They didn't get who they think they wanted for the president. So they're looking at things and they're like, oh, it's so bad, it's so bad. Okay, but then there's this other huge group of people online and like coming together, and they're seeing really good stuff. Okay, so it doesn't matter what you look at, it matters what you see. So everybody could be looking at stuff, and people are seeing different things. Some people are seeing, drama, and other people are seeing cleanup. They're seeing, truth coming out. They're seeing, like arrests, and they're seeing, all kinds of good stuff. So if I look at what's happening right now and I say, wow, look at all the trafficking rings that are being broken up. Look at all the people who are finally getting put in jail for, trafficking, and this is great, This is great. My mind, I make myself happy when I look at these facts, so then other people use other facts. So it doesn't matter what you look at, it matters what you see. And in the case of the two people that I worked with today, what you guys can look at is, wow, look how much easier it is for me now to have an emotional reaction, and instead of just letting my ego run my whole life and make all my decisions, both of you guys are stopping and questioning, is this my ego? Is this my ego? And I don't mind when you call me. You guys call me at strange hours and you're like, is this my ego? And I love it, because the fact that you have the wherewithal and the power to say, hold on, I don't know what's guiding me right now, my ego or my soul. Let me just take a break. Let me just stop. Let me just figure this out. It's because you set the intention to live a spirit-directed life, and you're doing it. It's not completely natural for you yet, but you guys are making incredible progress, and I want you to view your progress. I want you to see how far you've come. And then when you have that gratitude and that humility, and you see how far you've gotten by loving and forgiving, and when people are yelling at you or treating you unfairly, which is what you're dealing with right now, a lot of it, you're grounding into that love, grounding in, and then, you know, you guys are taking in, one of you more than the other, is that this is happening for me, not to me. For me, not to me. What can I do now? What can I do now? Grounding in, ground into the love. Where is the love? Ask yourself the questions you want the answers to. Where's the love? Where is there love in me for this person who's treating me like this? Where is the love? Where's the love? And that's all you need. Just ground into that love. Just ground into the love. Just ground into the love. Okay? Just ground in. And when you ground into that love, you naturally make that choice of, I allow my spirit to direct my life. I allow my spirit to direct my actions. Remember, I feel to release. My feelings are just information from my powerful spirit. When I live a spirit-directed life, I'm living empowered. I'm living my best life. I'm living empowered, not victim. Okay? When your ego's making choices, when your ego's calling the shots, you are living as a victim. Okay? That's fine. It's a valid choice. When you see other people living as victims of you, even though you didn't, you're being treated like you victimized people, that's fine. I want you to realize that is fine. These people are choosing to listen to their ego stories, making them a hero and a victim of you in the same story. And then they're reacting to that story in their mind by yelling at you. If you come unglued, if you come unhinged, if you come off your ground, you are what you don't want to be. You are what you hate. What you resist persists. You want to live a spirit-directed life? Fine. But when you're getting screamed at, that is your chance to ground into that powerful love. Ground. Ground, ground, ground. All's done in love, with love. This is happening for me, not to me. When you're getting screamed at, or when you're getting mistreated, you know, you too personally, I mean, this could probably trigger people. This video could probably trigger people. And if it triggers people, then there's information for them. And then that's just their infected toe that got stepped on. I stepped on an infected toe. If I trigger somebody, I just stepped on a toe that was already infected. So, it's their toe they need to take care of, though. All right. So, I'm proud of you guys, and I love you, and you're doing great. Just keep coming from love, and keep being happy with your own growth, and you'll continue it, and you're doing amazing, and I freaking love you. Thank you for working with me. I love you.